Hello, I'm great. What about you?
Fantastic. What's your name and where are you from?
That's nice. I'm Richard. I'm calling you from Brazil.
Ah, awesome. What part of Brazil?
I'm from São Paulo.
Awesome. I
Yeah,
went to Bahia and I absolutely loved it.
great. When did you come
Two
to
years ago.
Bahia? 2 years ago?
Hmm.
Awesome. Did you
Yeah,
like it?
I loved it. And I everywhere I go, I love to travel. So everywhere I go, I like to learn a recipe. So I make really good feijoada.
Awesome. Oh, that's great. Feijoada, it's a traditional uh, dish here in Brazil, and I don't like it actually, but a lot of people do, and it's great.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about yourself and how long have you studied English?
So, as I told you, I'm Richard. I'm 24 years old. I've been studying English for over 2 years, over 3 years actually. And I love English is a passion of mine, and I think it's great to be here on Cambly to speak with a native speaker, to be able to talk about a topic. So it helps me a lot to increase my English, to improve my abilities, and yeah. And what about you?
Oh, that is exciting. Um, well, my name is Tevin. I'm from the United States. I've been working on Cambly for about 2 years now. And I love meeting all my students. I love being able to help them. And I know what it's like to learn a new language because I learned Spanish. I speak Spanish fluently. So I know what it's like to learn a new language and how difficult it can be. Um, yeah, and I especially love I get so excited when I see my people of color on here. I just get so excited. Yeah, it's
And what part of the where are you in?
I live in Georgia in the southern part,
Oh,
4 hours from Atlanta.
oh, great. That's great. Uh, I haven't heard a lot of things about Georgia. If I went, to Georgia, what could I do there?
Well, there's a lot of things to do. Atlanta is the New York for people of color. This is the New York of people of color. It's here is where you
Really?
it's the where you come. It's
Oh,
also yeah, it's there's so much to do. There's a lot of culture here. Especially like a lot of people don't know about the hidden culture that I'm a part of. I am from the Gullah Geechee tribe, which we are the last descendants of the African American slaves, and we still have
oh,
our dialect preserved. So there's many festivals, there's a lot of rivers and things like that. We have beaches. We have a beach that is dedicated to driftwood. It's so pretty. Um, yeah. And you will actually hear a different dialect of English. Like my English that I'm speaking to you right now is not my natural English. Yes. If
I
I
see. Yeah.
if I were to speak to you in my dialect, you would not understand me.
Could you please show me a little bit of your real dialect?
If I had to go on and talk like this, you're not gonna understand a thing I say.
Are you speaking English?
Yes. If I
Really?
if I slow it down, you will hear. If I had to go on and talk like this, yeah, Hana not gonna understand a thing I say. Can I hear
A little bit. I
it?
couldn't understand a lot about that, but oh, it's interesting.
Yeah.
And especially about accents in the United States, I can't tell the differences, among the accents there. For example, people from New York, have an accent, and you guys have another accent, but I can't tell it.
Yeah, and our
Look,
accent, like my accent in Southern dialect, is actually it's normal. It's just a little more slow. Like you probably might be able to understand what I'm saying if I talk like this.
yeah.
That's our accent, but the dialect of Gullah Geechee is more African based.
Ah, I see. Great. That's awesome. Do you usually speak in that dialect a lot?
With my family, yes. It's a dying dialect. I'm actually the last generation that speaks it.
I see.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. And how long have you been an English teacher?
I've been an English teacher for 3.5 years now.
3.5 years?
Yeah.
Great. I'd love to teach English one day.
Yeah, and
I
I
think
can
it's
tell.
so rewarding to keep practicing English. It's a great advantage of being a teacher because as a non-native speaker, we need to keep practicing every day. So teaching English, it's a great opportunity, isn't it?
Yes. And when you first came on, I didn't really hear your accent until you really started talking. So I can tell that I don't know where you started, but you're improving. Because
Oh, thank
like when
you.
you first spoke, I was like, is this another tutor calling me? Because sometimes they do that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, thank you. I've been working on my American accent. I'd like to sound more American, and it's great because I watch a lot of TV shows, and I think we get the accent naturally. I
Yeah.
don't try to, for example, I don't get my phone and try to speak the words like you guys and the speakers. No, I just watch a lot of TV shows. I think it's so natural.
I'm about to ask you a question, and by the level of your
Go
English, I
ahead.
already know the answer. Do you watch the
Go ahead.
television show Friends?
I used to watch Friends when I started studying English, but eventually I stopped to watching Friends because I like it, but it's not no my I don't know how to say that.
Style?
I yeah, my style of show. I prefer more action. You know what I mean?
Wow, that's cool. Like, you know what's weird? Don't hate me. But
No,
I actually don't like action. It's
really? You
yeah,
don't?
all my family's like, and I'm like, because I can't see what's going on. Like action movies, they kind of look like this to me. So I'm like, what am I looking at? Yeah.
Great. Yeah, but I have been watching a few TV shows. For example, My Wife and Kids, Everybody Hates Chris, and
Everybody
those
hates
shows
Chris.
are really. Yeah, have you ever
Oh
watched it?
yes.
Great. Yeah, it's a popular show here in Brazil. It's one of the most popular shows here, and to this day, people go to the characters' Instagram to comment something, about the show.
That's cool.
But they comment in Portuguese and they feel like I'm not understanding what you're saying.
I actually have
you know,
people who comment in Portuguese on my Instagram page, which is really funny.
really
Yeah, so I have to translate.
great, great. That's awesome.
But
And they dubbed that TV show so well in Portuguese that when I switched, to English, I was like, I don't know whether I like in Portuguese more or in English because both are really good.
now I want to watch it in Portuguese and see.
Yeah. Do you speak a little bit of Portuguese as you came here?
Eu gosto de falar um pouco português.
Oh, great! You speak well. I could tell you don't have accent. Have accent.
Yeah, I'm more fluent in Spanish. I'm fluent in Spanish, and I live in a lot of Spanish-speaking countries. So yeah,
Great. Knowing Spanish, it helps you a lot to learn Portuguese, right?
yeah, it does. And a lot of my students they speak Portuguese. So you were so
Great.
happy. You're like making me happy. I'm just like,
Oh, thank you. Yeah, when I speak English, I feel so excited because I like speaking in another language.
oh, that's
It's so yeah, it's so rewarding. You feel so that's great.
and I
No,
can't really tell that you're not a native speaker. It's really like you just kind of have an accent, but I'm just like I feel like I'm just talking to one of my friends that I met in California.
oh, thank you. But yeah, as I've been studying for a long time, I feel comfortable here on Cambly, and it's great. But I'd like to take my English to a level where I can talk about politics, science. There are certain topics that I don't know how to talk about. It's not that I don't know how to talk about. I don't know the words, the exact words,
Hmm.
and so I could talk about it. So, but I wouldn't be as good as I am when I speak about when I speak in my comfort zone. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
And how long have you been working on Cambly, you said?
It's been 2 years.
Okay. So I noticed that a lot of the tutors here on Cambly, they mostly talk about the same things. Like I know right now we're having a free conversation, kind of just chilling, but most of the tutors they ask the same things. What are your hobbies? What do you like to do for fun? What's your favorite color? Things like that. But I don't like to ask those types of questions because most of the tutors do it already. So what I like to do is I like to do critical thinking exercises where I'll ask where we start a conversation with a question. And it's always a question. It can be like, why do you feel a childlike imagination is important for a well-rounded adult? Or why is happiness so important for success? Things like that. So you can be able to form your own opinion in the other language, and then I can help you because yes, you want to be able to talk about politics and express yourself better, but you may not know the questions that need to be asked. So if I ask the question, you'll be able to answer it. So, and then I can help you form a better sentence, help you form a better vocabulary repertoire, and things like that. Okay.
Oh, great. Yeah, that's a
I'm
great
here
thing
for
to
you.
do.
I'm here for my students. I love my babies.
And do you usually study at this time? Because I haven't seen you here before.
Yes, I work this time. I work Monday through Friday. I work from 9 to 11, then 1 to 3, and then 3 to 7. Yeah.
Ah, I see. Yeah, it's so weird. Why I haven't seen you here before, but great.
You
Yeah,
found
but
me now.
I found you, and yeah, so awesome.
So,
And
do you have any plans to travel? Are you married, children?
no, I'm single. I have a girlfriend, and she also speaks English.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, she's been speaking in English for 4 years, I think. But she's a little bit afraid of speaking with native speakers. So she likes singing. She loves singing actually, and she always talks to me in English, to practice her English. But her English is not as good as mine.
Hmm.
But she can communicate. She understand a lot of English. I think she's better than me when it comes to understand the language, and
That's
that's awesome.
awesome.
And when we first met, I was on using my Instagram and photos in English, and she saw my posts and sent a message, to me, and I was like, "Oh, great! Let's talk in English. Oh, do you speak English?" And we started talking about English and a lot of things, and yeah, we started dating.
That's awesome. That's a beautiful way to meet someone.
Yeah, she lives near Bahia actually. It's not
Oh.
Bahia, but because she lives in the northeastern area of Brazil, in Alagoas,
Hmm.
Maceió. Maceió, it's the state. No, Alagoas is the state. Maceió is the capital. And I'm planning on going there one day.
Yeah, to go and visit or to live.
Yeah, no, I'd like to visit. She'd like to come here, where I live, and to live here. And I haven't ever traveled abroad, and I'd love to, but nowadays, unfortunately, I can't do it because of this pandemic and everything. But yeah, I'd love to go to the US. Oh my gosh, it's a dream of mine.
Well, I hope you get to come. You're always welcome here at my home. I live in the forest. I don't have a big city, but it's really nice. I could take you to the rivers. There's so much to do here.
What about those those protests? Have the protests stopped already?
I mean, pretty much there's going to be protests all the time. There's always something going on in the United States. Always something going on. Um, yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's not bad. It's not like it used to be. A lot of people they show that on the news that America's just on fire, but it's not. It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, and the election is coming up, right?
Yes, I have put my vote in because we have to.
Oh, you guys have to? I thought it was optional.
No, it's optional, but we have to. It is technically it shouldn't be an option. You need to vote. 'Cause our people fought for a long time to be able to vote. So
Yeah, exactly.
we need to vote. So
Exactly. I totally agree with you.